We'll see. Okay, you're on that side, so I'm picking blue. Because if you choose, I think if you choose the color that the person is set up on, it can mess stuff up. Maybe.
Let's see.
Yo, the
Your
ogre
dice
die is already, jeez, this is service. Yeah, I got a reservation. I'm on the guest list. Well, we got some
Yes, sir.
Storm
Right
Shad
this way.
Eternals over here. Nice. Let me summon army. The army is called, in the future there is only the charge phase. And we are 1960. How many points are you? Any triumphs?
1990.
Ooh, alright, I get a triumph. And the triumph, as always, is the reroll charge triumph.
Is that the Thirsty for Blood?
I don't know what it's called. It's called the one that you think is the +1 to wound one, but they misnamed them all. Like, the names are wrong.
This is also true.
I think Inspired, it sounds like a bravery one. It's not. It's Charge. Or no, it's Wound thing. Bloodthirsty sounds like the wound one, but it's actually the charge one. And I don't know what the third one is, because who's ever picked that? Typing sounds, I'm in. Yeah. Absolutely. He's starting to believe.
Hacker man.
This is quite the Stormcast list. We got a lot of mounted... I'm seeing a lot of big cavalry on this side of the table, and I always appreciate that.
Yeah, the goal is to have as little 5-inch move as possible.
I think I agree. That's reasonable.
Yeah, just Stumpy and the long strikes are on their feet.
So what's this list? What do we got? Let's go over it for the folks at home.
All right. General is Lord Relictor. He is running with the High Priest command trait.
This is rerolling prayers?
Reroll his chance. Yeah.
So he rerolls prayers and he gets a +1 to pray on the war scroll.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
His prayer is translocation. And he is a tunnel master.
All right.
Which is the once per game teleport. Next down the line is the Lord Aquilor. He's got the Hammer of Might. On his Starbound Blade, which doesn't make any sense, but unmodified wound roll for the attack is 6. You double the damage.
Oh, fun. I can't believe they didn't give Korn rules like that. Again, they took a lot of those fun ones away. I like the words double as a player.
Trust me, trying to, sift through the deep toy chest of stuff you can give your guys and trying to figure out which one works best.
Yeah, Frank, I know you used to have it. That was my point. They used to have a bunch of those. Those were fun. Anyway.
Then we have the Lord Arcanum on Celestial Dracoline. He's got Lightning Blast as his spell, which is just casting value 5. Closest enemy unit that is visible to him suffers D3.
Okay.
If somehow 2 units are exactly the same, you have to choose one.
A reasonable solution, yeah.
Yeah, just let me have both. Why not?
And she's the one with the good buff, the big AoE +1 mount attacks for Dracolines.
Yeah. One of the attacks characteristics of the monstrous claws used by friendly dudes. Actually, I run 1 unit of the evocators.
You get a mount trait, right, with that? What she got?
Oh, sorry, I forgot the Aquilor has the mount trait.
Oh, okay.
And it is Celestial Instincts, which is he can retreat and shoot or charge.
Shoot and or charge?
Just or.
Just or, okay.
Yeah.
And retreat and charge. The amount of jealousy I have as a Beastclaw player for someone that can retreat and charge.
Sorry, it's just him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got 3 units of Paladors. all armed with the hand axes, because I haven't really found a reason to take the javelins. Kind of weird. But their big thing, along with the Aquilor, is that they have Griff Chargers as their mounts. So instead of making a normal move or a retreat, they can teleport.
Yeah.
So
And it used to be
nine
like
from your guys.
it used to be like roll a bunch of dice and move in a straight line. Did they get rid of that? And now it's just like a teleport.
Yeah.
All right.
I just bought a box of them somewhat recently, and yeah, looking at the original rules, I was like, man, they were cooking some funky stuff back then.
I think it was roll 6
Used to
dice
do
and
mortals.
choose a direction, like a straight line, and they have to land in some way. I don't know. It was weird. And I think it was maybe once per game too. But
Yeah.
then we got a Stormstrike Chariot, which is maximum points value efficiency from what I remember doing the video on him.
I've played one game with it, and it was fun enough to where I was like, 170 for 12 wounds on a 3-up, and it just rides around and slams into people. It's -1 to hit if it charges. And
Big base for Tokyo Drift impacts.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift impacts on a 4-up for everybody within an inch.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing the bow thing or the double ranged?
Just the axe and the spear, so no range on him.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we all.
This is 2
know
units.
what long strikes do.
Is this 1 unit or 2?
One big unit.
Okay.
Yeah, one unit is 6.
So no Holy Command double shoot then. Okay.
Yeah, no Holy Command double shoots. We gotta save those for other goofy stuff. I don't know. And then yeah, Evocators on Dracolines, they can buff themselves or the Lord Arcanum to
with
get
+1 to wound.
Yeah. And also the Dracolines can reroll charges.
Yeah, just natively on the war scroll. I like them. They're just good.
I'd say this will be the first time I'm using a unit of them and not just the leader guy.
Oh, okay.
So I'm interested to see how they do, because they seem really cool and kind of blocky for what they are.
They do cost a lot, but they do a lot. You just got to be careful with them. That's all. And they absorb his buff very nicely.
Yeah, it's like 240 for 3 dudes. It's like they have the after they fight for the first time in a phase. After all attacks been resolved, you pick one enemy unit within 3, roll 3 dice for each model in this unit, and then for each 4-up, they suffer 1 mortal.
Yeah, they got the lightning.
They do
the Evocator lightning shock, electric eel thing.
Yeah.
Are Evocators on Dracolines better than the Foot Sloggers? I mean, one of them is mounted cavalry, right, with good movement, and the other are slow. But like paladins on foot, and you get more of them. So, do you want more models but slow?
12-inch move
or do you want 12-inch
5?
move? It's kind of hard to compare them in that respect. I think in general, at least personally, I like stuff that's faster. So I think they're better, but they're a little, their jobs are different.
Yeah, it's like, I'm interested to see how they handle being 5 wounds on a 4-up, just like these guys. So it's like they're, almost the same kind of stockiness without the, agility and teleporting and stuff. But they have, buffing themselves, doing better in combat probably. But we shall see.
Nice. All right. Hey, good list. I like the. Oh, what's your subfaction, by the way?
Astral Templars.
Oh.
To get the Palador battle line.
And purely by accident, immune to monstrous rampages, right? Am I right, or is that? No, that's
can't be chosen. So if you have anything that's just like somehow doesn't choose a target, I don't know if they've done that yet, but.
Yes, I have one thing that doesn't choose a target, and it's the best one.
Okay.
But,
nice.
but you can't be roared, and that's huge. It's essentially, +1 rend, right? So, nice.
Yeah, and then I am, let's see, I'm 4 drops. It's one big drop, and then these
One
guys
big
are the
drop and then
command
some heroes.
entourage. Yeah, we chose the run and charge holy command and the slightly better explode one guy command.
Explode one guy? What's this one?
Oh, it's a final thunderstrike. You choose a unit at the beginning of combat once per battle. Until the end of that phase, you add 1 to their blaze of glory when they explode.
Oh, okay. Pick one doomed unit, and they explode ever brighter. To,
Yeah.
even in defeat, attain some modicum of victory.
Yeah.
Which is pretty on point for Stormcast, I gotta say, lore-wise.
Try to squeak out that one more wound, you know?
Yeah. Alright, let me open up a bunch of books here real quick. I should have been doing this when you were describing your army, but I was following it around with the chase cam, so...
It's in there with the drone. Let's see.
I'll bring up YP to Kragnos, which I haven't bookmarked yet, but I probably should, because I bring the thing up 3 times a week. Alright, and then over here, everybody's probably familiar with this, because I play it all the time, but for those that aren't, and for a refresher, Beastclaw Raiders, the sub-faction is Boulderhead, which allows all of the Beastclaw monsters, these 3, to have +2 wounds, which puts Frostlord on 17 and the Beast Riders that are battle line here on 16.
The beef.
They got Stone Skeleton, which is a 5-up ward. They move essentially 14. It's 12, but +2 if they're not in combat, so pretty much 14. This guy is Kragnos. He is... At first he was a fake god, and then they gave him a war scroll that was good, and now he's a real god. Moves 10. Moves 10, no flying, so... You know, if there's a bunch of terrain in the way, he might be running into some problems, but he's got a 2-up natural save, almost immune to spells for the most part that target him. He's got a bunch of Ren 3 attacks. If he charges a monster, it probably explodes. And he gives an aura of Wholly Within. Friendly units get 3d6 charges. No dropping the lowest, just 3d6. And this synergizes the best with an ogre army, because you take the charge result, the unmodified charge roll, and adding another die to it is apparently not modifying it. So it's whatever your 3d6 is, and then you roll that many dice, 4s, 4-ups, or mortal wounds. So big impact hits. He also has Malding, and so if he, at the end of any phase in which he has been allocated any wounds, regardless of whether his 6-up ward has stopped them or not, he maulds, and everybody within 6, friend or foe, has to roll on a table, and maybe they take a d3 mortal wounds. And that's at the end of each phase. It is pretty unlikely to work if he's mostly towards high life. As he gets more and more wounded, it becomes almost automatic. And he doesn't hit himself with it. So if he's like almost dead, it's a 2-up. Everybody within 6. These are battle line here. They can't issue themselves commands. Their damage is either 3 or 16. Nothing in between. 50-50. And Frostlord on Stonehorn has a 3-up save. These guys have a 4-up. I chose Rock Main Elder, which puts him at -1 to be wounded in ranged and melee.
Oh.
And he's got Voice of the Everwinter, so he can issue commands table-wide. No ranged limit on that. And once per game, he can do so for free. Which is really useful because these guys can't issue themselves commands. Because they're not elite and they're not totems or anything like that.
That's why I really like Bastion for that ability. Just the once per turn.
I agree. I agree. He's got Arcane Tome. Even though it has been nerfed, it's still better than any of my artifacts. So he's got Arcane Tome, and it's for Mystic Shield and Unbind.
I used to run Arcane Tome, and I was like, oh, what do I change it to?
Yeah, the decision was between having him be a priest or a wizard, and wizard edged it out a little bit because I can at least attempt one Unbind, even if I'm not very good at it. And then a unit of Mournfang. They have 6 wounds each on a 4-up. Their impact hits are tinier than the other guys. It's 6-ups for mortal wounds instead of 4-ups. Kind of okay at fighting, I guess, for 100-something points, but mostly they're there for screening and 6s to save, kick back a mortal wound to their attackers.
Okay.
And I think that's it. I am a 2-drop because I have a battle regiment of everything but Kragnuts.
The big crag.
So we got 4 big guys versus
4 big guys.
Fast Cast. Stormfast. Stormfast Eternals. There we go.
Stormfast Cast Eternal.
Anyway, let's
I've been told to
what's
change the grass.
Oh, we want different grass? Okay. You got a battle plan you want to practice on particularly? I usually just do it random because I don't care. If you got one you want to test, by all means.
Let's see. I think at least from the streams I've seen, you've played the similar ones I've played. Let's see. The Jaws of Gallet.
The Jaws of Gillette.
All down here in Gallet.
The best a man can get.
Let's see.
Alright, the attacker picks which territory, blah blah blah, swallowed by the caverns. At the start of each battle round after the first, after priority has been determined, player taking the second turn picks one objective, and it is devoured. And it's just gone. It's fucking gone, man. Okay, so going second has big implications. You just look, it seems like you have 800 points on your home objective. We'll get rid of that one. Nice. I like stuff like that. And that's number 10.
There we go.
And the yellow circles for those, they flicker, but we get rid of those after the start. It's just to denote what 9 inches away from the opponent's territory is, which I think is kind of nice. Even if it's kind of flickering inside the ground, I think it's still kind of a useful thing, at least. Anyway, I think I agree with this terrain placement. This is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I tried to, sift through the ice skating rinks.
Yeah. Oh, what's your grand stratagem?
My grand stratagem is Survivor's Instinct. Which says...
Oh, you already did that. You put it up here already. I didn't see it. What's that one? What's that do?
When the battle ends, you complete this grand strategy. If the model picked to be your general is a jelly champ, and that model is contesting an objective wholly outside your territory.
Oh, cool. Okay. Nice.
Which you could just eat. Just eat all the objectives. Or throw them in the pit, I guess.
I think I'm going to go with... Oh, the objectives aren't on the table. This happened last time, too. We had to place the objectives down. I wonder what's wrong. Oh, well, we'll put them down. There are 5 objectives. Damn, that's a lot.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just the
one
corners.
In dead center and then the corners. Well, I suppose there's a lot of objectives because the whole point of this one is that you're removing them. So that makes sense. That makes some kind of sense. As always, my grand strategy is basically a throwaway that I never get. And it is take what's theirs. So I have to... when the battle ends, you complete this grand strategy if there are more friendly units than enemy units wholly within your opponent's territory. Which I'm going to be honest, happens maybe once every 3 games by accident. But
Trying to step in on my turf, eh?
historically speaking, not really, but sometimes. Sometimes it just ends up that way.
I mean, you have
that
you know
turn 5
slightly
scramble.
more movement than I do, so
I do.
it'll be interesting to see.
Oh, we had a poll? Hold up. What's the results of the poll? Who will win? Stormcast Eternals with 60% of the votes. All right.
What are we
You heard it
salty
here
betting
first.
in here?
Any salty bets? Yeah. Any gold membership? Salty coins?
Right.
All right. Well, you got your work cut out for you. You are expected to win, and now all the stress is on you. I'm free. They think I'll lose, and so if I lose,
Dude,
that's what
kidding
everyone
me? I've been-
expected. No
been
big
sweating
deal.
it for the past like hour and a half. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? This guy's gonna eat me.
All right. Let's roll to see who
Which
places
pawn?
first. I got a 4.
I got a 3.
Nax Box. Thanks for the big primer. I appreciate it. Thanks for finding my stuff and liking my stuff. This is a new prime, I think. Thanks a lot. Please enjoy not watching ads, because imagine watching ads on Twitch. Disgusting. What'd you get? 3?
Yeah.
Alright, so I placed the first thing, but before that, I got some terrain. I got an terrain feature to place. Let's see.
Twitch Prime.
Sujidu, thanks for the big primer as well. Nice. Hey, look at that. You do a reveal stream at 6 a.m. and it's paying off with new people. The system works. Thanks a lot for showing up, both of you.
Twitch Prime.
And Mike Jenny. Mike double Jenny, huh? All right. 6 months with a big primer. Oh, you made it just in time? You did. Thanks for the support.
This guy's putting down a pot. What is he cooking?
Oh wait, this will actually be an objective, won't it, in the future? So I gotta do something like this. It's possible someone might fight near this, and I'll get to refill it. It hasn't happened in the past 9 games, but it's someday.
What's the pot do again?
So the pot is, if I am within 1 inch of it, I get +1 to cast and unbind.
Okay.
And probably dispel, but endless spells, right? So, and if an enemy model is slain within 6 of it, and the pot is empty, it becomes full, and I can empty it again. What does emptying it do? Well, if I have a hero within 6 of it, he can empty the pot in my hero phase, and every ogre just about on the table heals D3. It's wholly within 36 inches, so that's what it does. Generally, people aren't fighting next to it, and even if they are, they can remove casualties from the back, but you know what, sometimes it could happen. It could happen. I've seen it happen. Leon O'Hart, thanks for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Another new person. Jesus.
Leon.
This is going to have to be a entertaining game if people are going to keep subbing like this. Thanks for the support. I appreciate
Just more sweat on my brow, dude.
Well, no, I think at the end of the day, I'm responsible. All right, terrain features down. I'm going to place my first thing, and it will be Kragnos. And where do we want to go? What do we want to do? Partially or wholly within? Is it like this? I think I want his circle to be as command center, Catacross center of the table as I can get. He's somewhat of an aircraft carrier. He looks like a big distraction Carnifex monster, but really he's more of an aircraft carrier that launches Frost Lords like F-15s and just sends them places. Oh, I should warn you. You probably know a lot about, or you've watched Ogre games and stuff, but for those at home, there's an ability called Overwhelming Charge. It's the good thing, right? So a Stonehorn who has just made a charge, you can't do this if you haven't charged, can just roll 3d6 and fly over models that many inches and land still in combat. and do mortal wounds to everything they fly over. They cannot fly over terrain, only models. But this means that if you're trying to like chaff up or protect heroes in your back lines or something, beware. Because a Stonehorn can come from literal just from downtown, okay? Like moves 14, charges 3d6, crashes into something, rolls another 3d6, flies over stuff, lands somewhere. You could move like 30 inches or whatever. And so beware of getting heat-seeking missiled.
He runs down the entrance ramp and, does a front flip into the ring.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, from out of nowhere with the steel chair. That's like that's this army. That's what they do. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. And so, as you might imagine, if I'm on the charge, I'm doing a shitload of mortal wounds. I'm flying over stuff and landing places. I get +1 damage on all of the mount attacks. It's a lot. If you're charging me, none of that. I'm just hitting on 4s. So,
well, I only
consider
have
getting the charge.
I only have one thing that gets a buff on the charge, and that's the chariot. Everybody else just charges normally.
And sometimes it's not about what you get, it's what you take away. So
this is true.
Anyway, there's my first drop. It's Kragnos. Oh, by the way, chaff, what's that? Never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know him. I never met him.
Well, hey, Mornfang are kind of like chaff, I guess. I'm gonna be putting the objectives on the table while you're dropping your stuff, I think.
Okay. I will.
And they can't be like perfectly center because I think they start to fall through the table. No, they don't. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll lock that one in place then.
I will place. There we go. Down.
Oh, this is the fall through the table one. Okay. So they have to be like very slightly off center sometimes. There we go.
Going to put down.
K and B, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it.
My Lord Relictor. I mean, that terrain is just not having it.
Oh, it's gone. It's fucking gone, man. All right, it's probably falling through the bottom of the table.
Oh my god, the realm swallowed it, dude. That's crazy.
That's fine. Sometimes that's just gonna happen. You put one down, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put the rest of my army down. I already got a frost sword on Stonehorn over here. We'll be chilling next to that. Got some Mornfang on an objective. How about? There's a quick fix. Hold up. I'm getting some technical help. Docking.
Hey, everybody.
It's him.
Oh, you're way quiet. You're giga quiet.
He's hiding under the ring.
So all you have to do,
Yeah.
hover over a blank spot on the board, unlock it, and delete it. So hit L to unlock it.
Okay.
And then you should be able to peel back like the back.
I mean, it's not a blank spot. That's the thing. There's a terrain here.
No, just any part of like the board underneath it.
Oh, okay. So, unlock. Now what?
And now delete that.
Oh, it put thing on top of. I see. So it doubles up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now you got your objectives.
All right, and I can in fact now delete the objective that I put on top of
All right.
it.
Have fun, gentlemen.
Big. All right.
Nice, dude.
Man, Frank, look at the mods in this chat to rescue. All right, so it puts things on top of things, and that's the issue. Got it. Nice. I assume you've placed your next thing while I was messing with that, but
Yeah, I was, I was, keeping my hands away from the
oh, and now
controls.
there's no flickering too. The flicker problem, that's why. Of course that makes sense, because flickering means there's objects inside of objects, so. Alright, this has become an educational stream.
Let's see, we will.
Are those F-15 Stonehorns piloted by Maverick? Good one. Good name. Ah. Pro TTS gamer knowledge.
The Lord Acrolore down. I will then.
Oh, and this isn't where this is going to be because this is within 9, and I dropped it after while he was telling me about stuff.
Oh, you're good. I'm putting the long strikes in the celestial realm. And big Dracoline.
Frank is TTS certified, yeah. The absolute tricks and tactics of the table. All the alliterations. I gotta remember this is Stormcast too. Got a lot of move 12, move 10s around here.
Think, yeah, everybody's 12 except for the Lord Relictor and Long Strengths. I think they're both 5.
Right, but long strikes are really infinite, and then they land.
They're really 0 movement. You just set them up in, the longest hallway you can find, and
Yeah, I'm gonna get
hopefully
shot by them. It's just gonna happen.
it's the plan.
Sometimes, chat, you're just gonna get shot, and it's something that people playing Age of Sigmar just have to be able to like wrestle with mentally. I see a lot of complaints online, and I always think, man, these people, if only they would realize that sometimes you're just gonna get fucking shot
Let's say
by Croak, and you can't do much about it, by long strikes that are dropping from the sky and you can't do much about it, by sentinels from a million miles away. Sometimes you're just gonna get shot, and you just gotta eat it. And it's about
Croak's
getting
gonna
those
shoot
points
you
back when you
through
finally
another
chase them
guy.
down, right? What?
I said Croak's gonna shoot you through another guy.
Yes. 4 times, yeah.
4 times.
GM Maricopa County, thanks for the tier 1. I appreciate it. They did 2 months. Nice. Thanks for liking my stuff and continuing not to suffer advertisements on Twitch. I appreciate it. You live near Detroit. You've already come to terms. Hey, I used to live in Chicago. Same thing. Brothers
Right.
in might get shot today.
I am done with my deployment.
Sweet. As am I. And I deployed first. or I finished first. So now I have a choice to make. Do I go for? Oh, by the way, I should ask, how much Age of Sigmar have you played?
I'm not an expert, but I've played a decent amount. I had my first real life game the last weekend.
Okay, cool. Have you played against Beastclaw before?
No.
Kragnos?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. All right. I just wanted to know how much I'm talking about. I guess I should talk through a bunch of stuff for chat anyway. So I have a choice to make. The first turn of the game sucks. It sucks. You can't just run up halfway here and just stand there, because then you're going to get charged. And your opponent's going to win a double, and then you lose. You can't do that, right? That's the 0 IQ take, right? So the first turn sucks. You usually want to give it to your opponent. However, what if your opponent is chilling with artillery that are going to land anywhere and possibly kill something immediately? Well, in other words, that's kind of punishing you for trying to go for the first double. It's all a give and take, right? So also the way battle tactics are going, it's really hard to get a battle tactic on either of your turn ones, unless the terrain is set up real nicely for you. So I will clear my mind, no thought, only destruction army, and you can take the first turn.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna get shot. I've made my peace with that. I'm gonna get shot, but I control priority.
The Paladors do have pea shooters.
Mm-hmm.
They like hit on like 4, I think, and they're like 1 damage. So they might get you with a little pop gun.
Yeah, and if you damage Kragnos at the end of any phase, he could hurt the Frost Lord. So it's a little mini game.
Oh, okay, yeah. He hits. I forget. He hits everything, not just.
Yeah, even allies, even friends.
Even friends.
No one's truly a friend when you're upset, apparently.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well.
Do we have a so-so pro on the stream? Yeah. You know, everyone's a so-so pro at something.
I've played, I don't know, maybe 10 games over the course of a year.
That sounds about right. Damn, those new knights though, the cyberpunk music, yeah. Those new knights are so sick. The second coolest thing that came out, in my opinion, next to the Big Pig. The whole hog.
Big Pig's hard to beat.
Whole hog was really awesome. The Nurgle thing was so cool, and the knights were really good. The Fireslayer guy was a better than average Fireslayer guy, but still just like another Fireslayer guy, you know. And the Flesh Eater Court guy almost looks cool for a Flesh Eater Court model. So I consider that new Flesh Eater Court hero to be the first cool looking Flesh Eater Court model maybe in history. And it's pretty good-ish. Anyway, I'm not interrupting your turn. You can be doing stuff. I'm just talking to chat.
Okay. Yeah. Let's start up the hero phase.
No respect for Arc Regent? No. And apparently not the concept artist either. Where's my Vine Boom? There we go.
I'm going to choose Cunning Maneuver.
Oh, the Cunning Man. Euver.
Well, let me choose it, so.
I thought it was on here.
Oh, maybe because I have the Stormcast ones. Which I probably shouldn't, because I'm probably not going to choose any of them.
Oh, I didn't notice this thing up here. I can't
So,
believe
I've
I didn't
tried it
notice
sometimes. And sometimes it works. Which is, I think, kind of a lot of how this board works. There it
I
is.
didn't know
Thank
you could click on that. This is an educational stream, chat. We're getting better at TTS. Before your very eyes.
Well, it's all thanks to, Doc's certification. He's trying to train us.
TTS certified is like one step down from forklift certified on impressiveness scale.
Heroic action, we're gonna leadership on probably Lord Aquilor. We get
Got
it.
it. Alright, what's my range? Surely I'm out of range of your wizards. Yeah. Which one of these is a caster? This guy?
These guys.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
these
though.
four.
Okay. What's the range? 25 and like. Yeah.
I'd say
so
you
they're-
hit 30 on this guy at
They're
least.
both in. This guy's in for the Frost Lord, but not for the back guy. Okay, in which case, my heroic action is making Kragnos an Unbinder.
He's binding.
I mean, he's straight rolling. I don't think he gets the Mawpot bonus. Let me look at a book while you do stuff. It's probably
So-
keyworded.
I'll attempt to cast Lightning Blast.
Yeah, Ogre Wizards.
Balance.
And you only have single casters, right? They have one spell?
Yeah, so Lord Arcanum's one spell. These guys are one spell, but the evocators can only cast Empower.
Right, but they can cast Empower more than once, right?
Twitch Prime.
Like if you've already cast Empower on some other squad, I think you can do it on a new one. Or maybe that's how it used to work. A coat full of lizards. Thanks to the big primer for 10 months. It's big, and it's a good comment. Thanks a lot. I'm going to try to unbind that. You got a 5?
Yeah, I just met it.
Was it with the front guy or the back guys?
Front guy.
Okay, so because it's the front guy, I'm going to use the Frost Lord, who has +1 to unbind because he's within 1 of the Mawpot. And gets a 13 Ogre magic. We got some
Sick.
heavy magic over here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well,
I wasted boxcars on that, but that's fine. I'll take it.
yeah, then the evocators will attempt to cast Empower on the Lord Arcanum.
All right.
Casting value 6. Oh, floaty dice.
Ooh,
We
that's
get
harder.
it.
Kragnos straight rolling. Fail.
Is +1 to wound. Oh,
Nice.
let's see. I think that's all my hero phase stuff. Boom. All right. And we will get to. Oh, did you do your heroic action? Right, that's right. You did.
Yeah, it was for Kragnos to be
unbind.
able to unbind.
Gotcha. All right. Or sorry, Lord Relictor is going to attempt to chant translocation.
Something tells me he'll eventually succeed. One way or another.
It's
It's a 2-up re-rolling, but it's possible to fail. You could do that.
Well, you'd think he would just get it, right?
Easy.
Just barely.
I mean,
He's
equal
going
chances,
to-
right?
He's going to.
How many point captures in the chat?
Actually going for the battle tactic? What is this?
It seems they're going for, in their mind, they're knights and royal people, flesh eater courts. But on the models themselves, you see what they really are. Yeah. This is like probably, I was getting my hopes up and now I'm disappointed when I have no reason to be. But I wanted to see the Grand Delusion on them. I wanted a mixture. I'm not saying split down the middle or anything like that, but I wanted to see what they saw for like part of it, but it's like molding or melting into what they actually are. So it's like a combination between beauty and horror kind of thing. And like regal finery, but then also the guy has like a skull face or something like that. I wanted that, but I think I just got my hopes way up and Now I'm all disappointed when I shouldn't be. I wanted like a Ghoul King on Royal Terrorgeist to look like Arthas Menethil, like in silver armor and platinum hair, but then also like half of the zombie dragon looks like some like white huge griffin or something, but then also it's like hideously decayed on the other side of it or something like that. I was thinking about stuff like that, like big old centerpiece stuff.
Let's see. I will make sure I issue this in the right things.
What did I think of the Seraphon box? I don't pay attention to the boxes too much. I mostly pay attention to what the models look like and then how the rules are. And if the stuff in the box, if you're going to use all of it, then it's a good box. If you're not going to use all of it, then it's a mediocre box. And if you're going to not use more than 2 things in the box, then it's probably not worth getting.
Don't forget your command points too.
Oh yeah.
Going to use right out of the gate. We're going to use the Holy Command Steadfast March.
Once a game.
Once a game, run and charge.
Run and charge.
It's going to be issued by the Lord Arcanum to the Chariot.
Here he comes. The impact.
Let's see.
Now, is a Holy Command a command ability or no?
Huge one. Let's see. It is a command ability.
Oh, so you can't also 6-run.
Can't also 6.
Wait, no you can, because Holy Command is probably in the hero phase, right? Or maybe it's in the movement phase for this one.
Let's see. Yeah, it's the movement phase.
Okay.
Technically also the start of the movement phase. So, yeah, I got the big 1.
Rip.
So it's going to move 13. What goes? Yeah, might as well just try to...
Just technically be on the objective, probably, right? Or maybe not.
What's objective line? 12 inches? 6 inches?
Yeah, it's the outer circle.
Okay. He would not be. Not yet, at least.
You meant more, do you like the models? Yeah, I do. I do. They put a little bit of feathers in there, but not too many. And I think I like most of the upgrades a lot. I'm not a big dinosaur guy, but I'm very happy to see Seraphon get one of those model refresh or line refreshes, because I mean, in my opinion, they were one of like the top 4 most deserving. And a lot of people weren't getting into Seraphon because the models are so old and fugly, and now floodgates are open, so it's just a good thing. Long story short, I'm pleased.
It's end of movement. We're going to put down our sharpshooters.
Drop them and pop them. So I have move 14, and this is the circle for 3d6 charging. So from the edge of this circle, I can be expected to make something like a, I don't know, 11-inch charge or whatever. And if I do, then there can be a leap.
Let's see. He's in 30. Okay. See if I can't scooch them up a little bit.
Yeah, so the back ones have the 30.
Yeah, that's always the trick. Make sure everybody. Okay, yeah, he's gotta be like right there. Yeah, 30s right there. Of clear line of sight to his base.
Yeah, it seems like 26 or something. And then the Frost Lord, you probably can. Let's see. If you're trying to be in range of the Frost Lord, they're like probably an inch out on the back row. If you're trying to shoot Kragnos, then they're all in. For sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to attempting as hard as I can to deal damage to Kragnos. Right. Moving to shooting. So these guys are behind a wall. These guys are well out of 12. Yeah. So it'll be just the artillery battery.
All right, is this targeting Kragnos for all of them?
It is targeting Kragnos.
All right, even though you mostly, you know, a lot of this is mortal wounds, I'll still all out.
So, 12 attacks, 2 mortals on 6s. No 6s.
0 6s, Jesus.
There's 6s.
You do hit on 2s though, right? I believe.
It's 3s and 2s. Because I didn't
I could
buff
have
them.
sworn they were 2s. Okay. So we got a low roll on that one.
But all wounds at -2.
All right. Was that 6?
Yeah, sorry.
So I'm on a 3 up. And I'll take 2, which is 2, 4, right? Because they're 2 damage each.
Yeah.
And I have a 6 up ward. I will take 4. 4 dam.
4 damn.
Could very well have been probably 6.
Let's see.
Because it's instead of, it's not in addition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, on average maybe 6 or 8.
We are moving to charge.
All right. First I have to mauled because I've taken damage. He's upset.
He's molding.
He's maulding, and so I'm going to roll for the Frost Sword here, which is on a 5 up, something happens. It does. D3 mortal wounds, which is 2. Frost Sword has a 5 up ward, so I'll take 2.
And that's just wholly within, yeah.
No, that's within 6.
Ooh.
His maulding is within 6. His charge aura is wholly within 12.
All right. We will then put that up. Oh, he can. And then going to charge the chariot.
All right. Yo, might make it. That's 11, right? No.
Oh.
Gotta be within half. Really close, though.
Yeah, I'd have to get the perfect 12.
You had to get the boxcars, and very almost did. They don't have a +1 random charge on them. War Scroll, do they?
They do not.
Okay. Damn, almost got in there.
Almost got in there. Not close enough. Yeah, that's all charging. And no combat, so.
Alright, 1-2 more for sure. You control 4 points. So, scored Cunning Man.
Yeah, because he's in there.
And 1-2 more. 5-0. Okay, turn 2, battle round 1. Everybody gets a command point. My... I think I'll do... Desecrate their land. The land simply must be desecrated. So I pick a terrain feature that's partially or wholly within your territory. Which is, so this one here.
Okay.
And if I control that, then we're good. For heroic actions, I'm going to try to heal the Frostlord. I got a 6, 7, 8, 9, which ties. Because he has a 9 bravery, so we healed. Heal D3. It's 3, so he's a full lifer. What's your heroic action?
I attempted leadership on Relictor and he failed.
Oh, sure. Okay. I'm going to try to cast a spell over here with the Frostlord. It's Mystic Shield. I get +1. Maybe it's a 10.
I will attempt to unbind.
Sure.
You successfully cast.
Alright, he'll get, I think I'm putting +1 save on him because it's missile time. It's the missile moment. I don't normally missile, but when I do,
Rev up those
hopefully
missiles.
it's not a missile, it's a hittle. That was a really bad one, so I just hit the laughter button to smooth things over. Alright, that's it for the hero phase. It's time for movement. Alright. For some reason, I don't have measured movement on this guy. I'm gonna turn that on. No, I do.
That happens to me a lot.
I solved
board.
this last time by taking it off free move. Yeah, that's what it is.
Ah.
I am technically within 9 if you want to redeploy.
I will redeploy the Aqualore.
Alright.
That's just 1d6, yeah.
Yeah.
The big do.
The big 2. Alright, he does. Next movement. We still have 3 dudes to drop somewhere, so I can't just leave a point unguarded. Can't leave a point unguarded. I can do that.
Oh, you also, I believe, need to choose a point
No, that's
to get rid
after
of.
the first battle round.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think. At the start of each battle round after the first, yeah.
Ah, this guy reads.
Reading OP, and I... Chad gets a lot of them. I'm not, you know how it is. These guys are going to go here. They have a move 9, so they're pretty decent at it. Kragnaros has a move of 10, so let's put him right there, I think. I'm going to temporarily put him right here, but I'm just going to copy paste to see if I can drive a Stonehorn through here or not. I don't think I can. Okay, so he's gonna move a little differently. He had about 4 inches still of movement. What if I put him right there? Can the Stonehorn fit through? I don't think it can. Yeah, we can't drive. So he's gonna go like right here or something like that.
The ass was too fat.
The ass was fat. He's gonna carry his life with him. And then Frostlord is gonna go like right here for 4 inches. So he has 10. And what kind of a charge is that? A 9.6? Oh man, calculated. Okay, I need a 10.
No, you can get it at 9.
Oh, okay. I don't have the snap to model thing on, so I'll trust yours. In which case,
calculations.
perfect calculation. I need a 9. And if I don't get a 9, we'll go here and make it work. Okay, I think that's all the movement. It's time for shooting. I have 2 blood vultures to release. They are line of sight, table wide. And where am I putting them? I'm putting both of them on Lord Relictor. This is an ability at the beginning of the shooting phase. 2 up, 1 mortal wound. And it's 2 mortal wounds.
Oh my god.
Secretly, the birds are the best ability in the army.
I really like the birds.
And then I have a
Worldwide.
20-inch bazooka that's 1 shot, 1 opportunity, 4 up to hit. I'm just going to shoot Relictor with both of them. 4 up. Hey, hit 1. 3's to wound. Rend 1.
And 1, yeah. Save an out of 4. Well,
Easy. And then a pistol shot, which I don't think I have line of sight to, actually. So no pistol shot on the Relictor. And everybody else is out of range, so there will be no pistoling. Shooting is done. Time for the best phase, which is the charge phase. Stonehorn Beast Raiders, you're chilling. I don't need you to charge. Frostlord, let's do the hype one. The launch the missile. 36. It's 15. That's a good roll. He has net +1 on his war scroll as well, so that's 16 inches of movement.
yeah, I mean, you could hit the Lord Arcanum and Evocators.
Oh yeah, we can get in there. And so I will. I roll. I'm gonna put all the mortal wounds onto, let's see. What would I have to roll? What would I have to roll to like land somewhere and hit the archers? Like a 10, but I can't fly over terrain. I think maybe I put them all into the Lord How many wounds does Lord Arcanum have?
He has 8 wounds.
8 wounds, 15 dice, 4 ups or mortal wounds. Unlikely to kill him from the impact, but should do a bunch of damage. I kind of wish... hitting the Dracolians is probably good because they do a shitload of damage actually, but I need to land next to the long strike so I can kill them. So I'm going to put the mortal wounds onto the Lord Arcanum on Celestial Dracolian.
Okay.
Which is the unmodified, so the +1 doesn't count. 15 dice, 4 ups or mortal wounds.
Oh!
It is 8, which is 1 above average.
Well, consider him cooked.
Exacties. The missile.
Let's take it over here.
Next charge will be the Stonehorn Beast Raiders over here. I don't think I can roll high enough to climb over this wall and do anything, but we might as well just try.
I mean, if you touch him with, anything, he's gonna die.
What would I actually need to roll? 3.5 and then 3.5 up and then 3.5 down, so it's already like 10. And then 5. I need like a 15 or something like that because of terrain. I think I'd rather just have 10 more models on this objective back here for no steelies. Kragnos will try to charge though. And he will get 14. Oh, but I can't be on the objective and hit your dude at the same time. But I can come up here and maybe kill those Dracolians. I will be controlling probably 3 points, which is more, so maybe it's fine that I don't control the center one. Yeah. I'll go here. This is 14. And I roll a d6 per... I think it's a unit within 1, so I think the Dracolians are safe. I think they're marked safe from the impact hit. Yes, it is within 1 inch.
No, they're within 1.
Oh, are they?
technically.
Oh, I thought they were out.
Exactly.
Calculated. The
A
amount of
mathematician.
the folds in this brain you couldn't possibly believe. Alright, so this is for the Celestial Dracolines. 2 up is a d6 mortal wounds, which is 5.
5 mortals.
And this is for the Chariot. Is 5 as well. Jesus. These rolls. And he carries the thing along with him. End of the charge phase. I have some monstrous actions. Oh, Mr. Magic Conch, you're a hemming? Is there a rule that I'm forgetting about? Anyway, I have a monster action or 2. Frostword on Stonehorn is going to overwhelming charge, which is 3d6.
As long as it doesn't choose me, it gets around my rule.
Yeah, it doesn't choose you. It's just if I charged. Wait. But then the models I pass across take 2 up d3 mortal wounds. But I wonder if I have to choose those models as I'm passing across them. Let me check. Because the whole thing is still a monster action.
Yeah, because the only way it's worded on my end, they cannot be picked when your opponent carries out a monstrous rampage.
Okay. This unit makes a 3d6 move and can pass across enemy units in the same manner as a unit that can fly. It must finish the move within 3 of any enemy units. At the end of the move, roll a die for each unit it passed across on a 2-up. Suffers d3. I don't think I pick them. I think I'm rolling to see if they're getting passed across. But it is a monstrous action. It seems like they might take the damage, but I don't know that it's a big deal one way or another. It doesn't seem to target, though. And your thing is can't be picked, right?
Yeah, friendly Astral Templar units cannot be picked when your opponent carries out a monstrous rampage.
It seems like you take the damage, but you don't get stomped or roared or anything. So I'm going to pass across these guys and these guys. So first the Dracolines. It's 2 up d3 for a 3. And then the Archers for 3.
My God.
And I hope I don't hit tilde and it comes up with my dice trainer that I'm also running in the background here. Any Valve anti-cheat for a TTS simulator? Alright, and then Kragnos tries to carry out a monstrous action but fails. Because immune. Any beginning of combat shenanigans?
Let's see. I don't think so.
The dice trainer is playing a MIDI version of Master of Puppets. Oh, that takes me back. Like Jenny. I actually found a channel on YouTube that does key gen music. And it's like a collection of them from the old days, from the 90s. And man, you play some and it really takes you back. Some of them are still good, I tell you what. No,
I have no start of shenanigans.
Alright, I don't either. The first thing I activate is Kragnos. He will pile in like yay. And then put... These guys are on a 4-up, right? So they're really... I mean, they will be on a 3-up.
Yeah, and this guy's already taken 3.
And they have 5 wounds each?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put Dad Mace and Tuskbreaker on the Dracolines, and the Hooves of Rack and Ruin on the Chariot.
Okay.
So we'll do the Hooves first because they're the boring ones. And I will all-out attack with Kragnos. So I'm on
How many attacks is it?
6
altogether?
attacks, 2s and 2s.
I
After
will.
after all out attack.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
All right. 5 hits. And 4 wounds. Rend 1.
Okay. Saving on 4s.
Nice. Take 2. So 2 damage each, which is 4. I think he lives. He's like 12 wounds. Big boy, right?
Yeah.
And then Dad Mace into the Dracolines. Also 2s and 2s. Is this an all-out D, or are we doing it on the long strikes?
There's no one that can issue it to them anymore.
They're not
think they
elite
can
and they don't have a unit champion?
Let's see.
Surely they must. Or are you a brother in arms who also has dudes that
Or
don't
no,
have
they-
unit champions?
They do have a champion.
Yeah.
Which would be, let's see, who's got the biggest. Okay, it'd be this one back here because he's got the funny hat.
Any all-out defense then?
Yeah, we'll try and we'll try to absorb this hit.
Alright, 2s and 2s. Five at Rend 3.
Good lord. So saving on 6. 1 save.
Oh, it's 4
So-
damage each.
Oh yeah, they're super cooked. They will.
Explode.
I forgot it for. Yeah, they will explode. So I already forgot it for at least one of them, I think. One of them will go into Kragnos. One of them will go into Stonehorn, since it's got to be 1 inch.
Sure.
So we'll roll for Kragnos first. 1 mortal wound.
Alright. God damn it. Alright, rolled a 6, so of course he absorbs it. But it still triggers the malding.
Okay.
I just have to remember.
And then 5 into the Stonehorn.
Takes
2.
5 up. Takes 2. And your activation.
All right. Swing.
This man hasn't rolled a 1 or 2 since 2017. It's kind of annoying. I wish... I don't know. In real life, this is not how it works. This isn't what happens. In real life, I'm like, okay, 6 Stonehorn attacks. These are the good ones. Hit with 2, wound with 1, you pass your save. Alright, it does nothing. And I play on TTS in front of 100 people. It's all 6s, baby. It's that easy.
It's that, it's that dice roller you got in the background, dude.
Yeah, I just can't alt tab too quick, right?
Yeah,
Got that.
you gotta.
Got that vac. Got that Valve anti-cheat.
Yeah, piled in with the Raptors. They're gonna attempt
Do they have Rend?
to swing. A little. No, they don't. And by a little, I mean none.
Okay, so no all-out defense.
But hey, this guy's got a bird.
Always got a bird.
So we've got, and they're all 1 inch. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 altogether.
And he is at -1 to be wounded.
-1 to wound. So it'll be 4s and 4s then. I'm just going to roll them all at the same time because they're all the same profile.
Sure.
Whack.
Alright. It's a lot of 3s. 2 with no Rend. So I'm on a
2 with no rend.
3 up. I fail 1. 1 damage.
Take 1 damage.
And I'll take it.
Let's see.
Alright, and then I'll select Frostlord to pile in an attack. We got Stone Horn attacks. These are 4s and 3s.
Okay.
2 hits. 2 wounds. Rend 2.
Save it on a 6. No saves.
+1 damage on the charge is 4 each, so 4-8.
That cooks everybody on the front line.
Alright, and then we got Frost Spear, which is 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. 2 hits, rend 1.
So it's on a 5. Save 1.
3 damage.
It don't matter. Yeah, they are cooked.
Right.
The front 4 will blow up.
No explosive damage. They got those grenade vests, the holy grenade vests.
Yeah. 1 mortal wound.
And I'll pass the stone skeleton, of course.
It's really just as easy as that, guys. If you just roll 6s.
Technically, it's 5s or 6s.
Oh, so the
Doubles
5. Oh, that's right.
Doubles the chances. You got some chariot attacks, I suppose. Cheater arc begins, yeah.
So,
How did the Paladors do? So far, really good. They moved very far and captured points and collected victory.
and they didn't even teleport yet.
Yeah, they didn't even need to teleport yet. Haven't entered combat quite yet.
It's such an odd deployment too. Like
Yeah.
weird like borderlines.
This is a certified Beastclaw moment. It is.
I mean,
It is.
charged high, swung high.
This is why you play Beastclaw, because you're a gambler. And when you bet big, you win big. And if you lose, well, there's always next time.
Let's see. We will swing into Kragnos. Up first is the Storm Strike Axe. 3s and 3s. Good lord.
Not only am I rolling well, but I'm watching your
1 at
rolls.
-1.
I dare say they're a touch undertuned. I fail to save at least. How much damn?
1 damage.
Alright, I'll take it.
And then we do the spear.
Dice Lord on the Stonehorn, good one.
Also 3s and 3s.
Mhm.
1 at -2.
Fail.
2 damage.
I'll take 1.
And then some razor beaks and claws. Jay, if you can guess it, are also 3s and 3s.
Might as well. I'll be
Huge.
There we go. Right when it doesn't matter.
-2.
-2. All right. And for 4s, take 1.
1 damage.
Take 1. End of phase, Malding. I'll roll for my own guy. 5 up. No. Roll for your guy. 5 up. No. All right. Everybody's safe. Marked safe from rage.
He's not even that mad.
He's chilling. Okay. I captured this terrain feature because I have 10 on it. And then I have 1, 2, 3, which is more. So score 1, 2, 3. Technically a tie game. Prio.
Yeah, let's do it. The big 6.
I got a 4.
I will take the turn. Or priority. Or however I have to word it. I will choose desecrate their lands.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick your pot.
My pot is desecrated. No. I mean, it probably is, let's be honest.
Yeah, judging by the appearance.
Before you choose that, I'm going to be choosing an objective to remove, and it's this one.
Oh. Works for
It's
me.
possible you choose a different one, maybe, depending, I don't know.
Or no, I mean, for my battle tactic, I
Yeah.
choose Desecrate. So yeah, let's choose your pot. That's technically a terrain feature, right?
It is a terrain feature.
All right. Gotta touch that pot. Well, then.
The TOW heroes are going to be resin. Yeah, which Forge World resin is not as bad as Finecast. There's a big difference, right? In the scale of shittiness of what you can make something out of. Finecast is way worse than normal resin. It's even worse than Forge World resin. So there is that. I'm not particularly happy with Forge World resin, but it ain't no Finecast at least. So, and new Forge World resin probably a little better than the Forge World resin that I have been exposed to. So
I did Heroic Recovery on the Lord Relictor.
sure,
So he healed back his 2.
I'll do Heroic Recovery on Frostlord on Stonehorn. Which I do for 2.
And hey, yeah, I got rid of all my wizards, so I don't have to worry about spellcasting anymore.
True.
We will chant. Let's see.
Here you can. If you click from auto to free, it won't do that.
Oh, okay.
But there's good reasons to have it on auto sometimes and free sometimes, but you're 12.2.
It's okay. He's not in line of sight technically. 'Cause I don't even think. Yeah. Just a bit outside.
No, you can see him. They use true line of sight in AOS, and his model is fucking huge, so you can see his head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Warhammer games, they like to use true line of sight because model company, right? So, which is why you have to be careful with conversions and try to remember where the model is supposed to be, or how big it's supposed to be. But yeah, your
So
dude can for sure see Kragnos.
He's just barely 12 inches.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even need to measure this circle here. This is the 12-inch circle around
Oh.
him.
Oh, okay.
It's
never
like
mind.
12.1 or something.
He's just a bit outside. So we will attempt to translocate again. Successful.
We need to get the DBZ fucking Zwi noise for
Yeah.
when people teleport.
It's what
Sounds
goes
like-
through my.
Sounds
what
like they
goes through my
recorded the
head.
Foley for that in like a bathroom. It's got this tinny sort of noise to
Yeah.
it.
But it's so unique. All right, so that is hero phase.
Based on how the armor overhangs and the detail under the horses, you wonder if the barding is separate to add to bear horses with straps so that it becomes a new pistolier horse. Probably hopium. I bet it's the flat under horse. But I mean, we can always hope, right?
Will these horses have a bulge?
They fucking better.
They might get better. Yeah, I've been putting together Palador, Griff Chargers and Dracolines, and I'm like, yo, these guys are strutting their stuff.
You mean most of Stormcast has weird dick bulges, right? I wouldn't call it weird. Have you seen Bastion? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
The Lord Commander indeed.
Hey, the Lord Commander for a reason. We're gonna ride the winds etheric
All right.
and just not have to worry about that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. They fell over. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, moving around terrain is so annoying. It's just better to teleport, really.
Yeah.
Is it worth getting $20 of Taco Bell for $6? Yeah. Sounds like a deal.
Or actually, how close do you have to be to control
3.
terrain?
It's within 3.
Okay. Let's say, yeah, because you have to put them 1 inch away from the train. I was like, oh no. All right, so they're in there. Well then, let's see.
Yindarasta should have a weird dick bulge. She does when she's fighting a monster.
Yeah, dude, it's all about the hunt. Which is also what all of the Paladors and Aquilor are. They're all the Vanguard guys. Let's see, we're gonna etheric these guys too.
Alright.
Man, they love just clumping these boys into some weird physics. That's gonna be 9.
Here, I'll give you 9.
Nice, thank you.
Which means you can for sure be on the point.
Oh. Turn. The tippy toe. I mean, it won't. Yeah, I'll just back him up. Actually,
Yeah, I have
it won't change,
technically
'cause you're
I
like-
have 14 on it right now, but
Yeah.
I don't know how. I want to see how hard Vanguard Paladors slap. Do they slap? Do they slap
Sometimes.
shit? Let's see.
Running them with the axes, it's D3 damage.
Okay.
So it's swingy sometimes, but usually they get through pretty decently.
Beast Riders aren't the most terrifically durable things for their points. They do have a 5-up ward, but
Big
just
fiver.
a bunch of 4-up saves over here.
That's right. They have fun utility stuff like the bird. Bird is fun.
Before your time, your grandfather owned 2 original Taco Bells. When they had fire pits out front, sadly he sold them before you were born. Could have had that Taco Bell money. Damn, he could have been north of the border.
The dream, dude.
Then again, it was a franchised thing, so... Oh, no, wait, they were original Taco Bells. That changes things. You're still pissed they took away your chili and cheese burrito? Thoughts and prayers.
So, end of movement will drop in the boys from outside the yard. And we will move on to shooting. We're gonna shoot some pea shooters. Let's see, that guy's out of range. These guys are within. These guys are definitely.
Oh wait, I get command points. I never flushed them out.
He's commanding. Oh yeah, I don't think I haven't used any.
Chili and cheese burrito
Alright.
sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Crib Shadow doesn't think so, but I think it sounds good.
At this exact moment in time, I could definitely go for that. Let's see.
Are you gonna get the big pig for a new Stonehorn? It depends on how big the pig is. I guess we'll see.
Any
Probably
big pigs in
not.
chat?
Probably not, but we'll see how big it is.
So
What I really want is like an ogre model. If I gotta convert it, fine, but maybe like a hero on Mournfang or something like that. hero on Stonefang.
Let's see. All right, Lord Akor is going to shoot your Mournfang.
All right. No all-out defense.
Okay. If it's heavy bolt storm, 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. Huge. Immense.
Great.
Oh my god. Rolled 1s, NPE.
Hey,
bad game.
3s and 3s statistically should be like 1 hit. So.
Let's see. I think only this guy will be able to shoot. Because this dang tree's in the way.
How much does Big Pig make you want to start Iron Jaws? I don't necessarily. I'm not the type of person who sees one model and wants to get into a whole new faction. I think it's awesome looking, and I'm super happy for Iron Jaw players because Iron Jaws didn't have a lot of kits. They don't got a lot of kits, right? I mean, they have some heroes, but then it's like pigs, brutes, and normal orcs. That's it. So I'm sort of happy that they get something else to play with, and that looks awesome. It means when I play against Iron Jaws, I might see something else that looks sweet. So that's
you
great.
have 2 wounds onto your Stonehorn here.
All right, rend 1.
Rend 1.
All right, 5s. Take 1.
1 damage.
I'll take 1. Would you ever ally a Big Pig if its rules were so insane that I was forced to? Like somebody on the table right now that I'm.
Yeah.
If their
If
rules
the Big
are,
Pig has a 2-up save.
yeah, if the Big
Yeah,
Pig
yeah, I'm thinking.
synergizes with the entirety of what your army does, which is go fast and do charges, and then is also a 2-up save, immune to spells, do a bunch of damage, God, then I will be forced to, I think. But I won't be happy about it until I play with it a few times and realize it's fucking fun, and then I'll be happy with it.
We will...
So probably not. Iron Jaw's stuff tends to keep it close to the chest. They really only buff themselves.
Nope. No successful charges. Figured I'd try it. Yeah. We will move to combat. Do you have any pre-combat stuff with Kragnos?
Oh, no retreats with the chariot?
No.
Actually, just putting as much damage as you can into him is probably good, actually. And this,
Yeah,
it's not
I
like you
will-
can capture the point, so...
Yeah, I'm going to use that that final Thunderstrike on the chariot.
Sure. I use a monster's action, you are immune, and then combat starts.
Okay.
And I probably all out defense here, right? Yeah. I got 3 command points.
Yeah, because...
Dude has some Ren too. I'm gonna all out D.
Yeah. What's range for commands?
General is 18. Totem
Do
is
they have
8.
to have line of sight?
No. I hesitantly say. I play an army where, like,
No.
I never have to care about whether they have line of sight or not, so I don't think they do. But all my guys just either issue to themselves or issue board wide. I don't think you need line of sight.
I'd say, yeah, it's like one of the very few units that, isn't a champion, isn't elite.
Yeah, like
So it's
like these Beast Riders. Somebody in
Yeah.
chat surely plays a normal army, but I don't think you need line of sight.
Any normal players and shit.
Any meat and potato armies?
So yeah, we'll issue you all out attack from the Relictor. Storm Strike Axe.
Swearwolves,
2C3.
first time chatter. I feel attacked. Doesn't start an army after seeing 1 model. Meanwhile, you're over here with 5 armies because of that exact reason. But I have to ask you, are you enjoying yourself? If so, I fail to see a problem.
I mean, hey, you can...
For me, I actually wouldn't enjoy myself. I would just have armies just everywhere in my house, sitting on shelves, and I never use them. Because I only ever want to play Beastclaw when I go places in real life. So for me, I'm not trying to start new armies for the most part, and so I don't, but I'm having fun. And I know a lot of people in this hobby have tons of armies, and they just keep getting armies, and they must enjoy that. And they can afford it, so I see no problem. We can coexist.
You have 2 at -1.
2 at -1.
Yeah.
-1 +1, so we're on a 2 up. I'll get it.
Just roll 2 6s.
Yeah, it's the same as 2 2s, but there I had to send a message, so 2 6s.
Shrimple as.
Whoever
looks like
said
this-
anything
this-
about a Ford, I mean, probably should be a given. Maybe it's not, but okay.
Well, the spear.
Seems like you got sent the message, except the other type.
Let's see. Then beaks and claws. 2s and 3s. 3 at -2.
All right, looking for 3 ups. 3 fail.
1 damage a pop.
Any 6s? Yeah, I'll take 2. And Malding has turned on.
Alright. I'm here,
This is the
kill
Maul
me.
button.
You only gotta deal 3 wounds. Which I'm sure for him is...
3 wounds against a 2 up with all out defense is actually pretty good, I think. For a very well costed, fast, like, just thing, that's good.
Yeah,
It can kind of do everything. It's like a value thing. And it can block lines, too. I actually like
It's
that
like,
kind
yeah,
of-
if you want it to harass people, you can throw the bow on it.
Ooh, I
if
think
you're
9,
really-
you exactly wound chart him at 9. Let's check. Yes. No. At 10, he gets to the next one.
Oh,
Almost.
it's the bottom of the chart.
Yeah, it's the bottom,
bottom
of
of
the chart.
the step.
Okay, the Dad Mace. 6 attacks, 3s and 2s. That's 2 at Ren 3.
Save it on 5. No saves.
4 8.
Yeah, he is cooked.
And I tried to pile away from Frostlord, but I don't think I can. Oh, wait. 6.1?
The
Calculated.
mathematician.
Fucking safe. Marked safe from Baby Raid.
Chariot's gonna super blow up, but probably
Okay.
not really. So it is 12 wounds.
And when they
Plus
even
1
explode when they die,
persist.
I like chariots. The value.
And it's Thunderstrike, so you get 1 more die.
Nice.
I use the final Thunderstrike on him, so we're on a 5 up for mortals.
Yo, detonate the charges. 5 mortal wounds?
5 mortal wounds.
Big. Alright.
I mean, three mortal wounds on the explode is like probably the biggest I've ever seen.
Well, we got 5. And I'll take 5. 14 damn. Look at what the chariot has done.
It did
You know,
what
this
I
dude
kind of
didn't have
wanted to.
this dude didn't have 14 wounds on him by the end of the entire game yesterday. Now we can do the meme where Chariot is talking to his son and pointing at a Slaanesh army. Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our chariot power.
You just have to. I mean, he's what It's 170, and you have to use a Holy Command.
True. Holy Command netted you 2 more, I suppose, but still it was good.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
and
yeah,
so what do we
what I
got?
wanted to do.
You have 1 and Battle Tactic. And it is at this point that I think I totally run away with it. Or continue to, yeah?
Maybe.
Or do you wanna keep going?
I mean, yeah. If
Alright.
you're down.
Do you have time for 2 games?
There's time for 2 games?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay. Then let's keep playing.
Okay.
Also, if you end up winning, you get to throw it in my fucking face now after saying that the game was over. Or implying implications. Okay, my battle tank. Wait, stuff wears off. +1 save wears off.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I already see all of the cracks in, the stuff I've done already. I mean, obviously, but do I think I could win it? Probably not.
But it's just this is going to be useful data anyway. We're in the lab here. This is science, right? These games. So.
It's Doctor Professor Scientist. Scientist Man.
Is this RLM reference with Scientist Man?
Yeah.
Nice. Good taste. Alright, I'm gonna go for whatever the overwhelming bigness. What's the thing called? Huge mass.
Biggest McHuge guy.
Gigantic. Gaining momentum, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Where I have to control more objectives than you and also kill a unit. Do I have to say which unit is I kill? Let's see.
Dr. Kill.
One of them I have to say which one. Pick one enemy unit on the battlefield. Okay, I have to designate a kill target.
You've got 5 wounds on these guys.
Yeah.
You've got 8 wounds on this guy. You could probably hop, skip Kragnos and just
True.
turn Relictor into paste.
I'm gonna designate the Vanguard Paladers over here in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be them. Okay, and then heroic action. I'm gonna heroically heal. Or try to. And I will for D3, which is 3.
I will.
Still charted though.
Still charted. I will. What are heroic actions? What do these do?
What do you do?
But what did it do though?
I failed to cast Mystic Shield.
I will. No, I won't. I'm assuming you're gonna take these guys and come beat me up over here. Is that a safe assumption?
Well, the more combats you get into, the more you get hit in the
This is true.
in the activations. So I don't normally, but sometimes I will.
I will.
It's also one of those awkward situations where if you Finest Hour, then I just won't.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then I'm like, actually, hold on. So it's
I will leadership on Aquilor.
okay.
Doesn't eat it.
All right, time for movement.
Steampy.
Am I running with Kragnos? I think I may. Hold up, measuring.
Surprised they
9.
don't just make Kragnos 800 and then give him run and charge.
So that's 14 is right there, which would need a 7-inch charge outside of his aura, so only 2d6. The 7-inch charge with reroll is reasonable to happen, but still kind of a gamble. Better than a 50%, I suppose. I could also run Krag a little closer so that he's still in the aura and get the full Ds, I guess. But then I'm like way up in this corner and far away from all this, which I don't want to be. I think we do this. This is the bottom of the battle round too.
So yeah, I mean, you've successfully completely pushed me to the edges of the board.
Yeah.
I said, oh, these are scary. But who knows? It could be baby time next round.
All right, Crag goes there. That's his move. These guys are chilling. Stonehorn Beast Rider is going to move here. And he redeploys. Just going to be outside of 3, whatever that happens to be.
This guy's coming at me from all sides.
I'm going to spend a bunch of movement to like be on top of here, but outside of 3. Because I have 14 worth to do, so.
Oh my god.
He's
levitating.
looming. They're looming.
I will not.
Alright. And then this dude
I've only got the 1 command point left at this point.
is moving about
Oh wait, no, I'd have
10 point something. So I need a 10-inch charge, and I'm in the aura.
You get 1 command point.
You go 1 every
If
turn.
you're-
If your general's alive, which he is.
Okay.
You should be on 2. Alright, that's
Something we
that
couldn't
movement.
remember in
That's
my-
that movement. These guys are probably just chilling. We're fine. Time to shoot. I'm gonna release a bird. And I cannot see. No line of sight to the general. So I'm gonna release 2 birds and put them on Vanguard Paladars. For 2 mortal wounds total.
Ooh.
And then how many wounds do they have?
They are 5 wounds.
5.
The one with the purple mount is
Okay.
the champion or the prime.
So I won't shoot, because if I roll max somehow with a 99%, then you can kill the one, so the Frost Sword can't charge. Or it makes his charge roll harder. I'm going to shoot your hero here. With the stupid thing that misses and it misses. And then also the pistol, and it misses. Okay. Shooting phase over. Time for the fun phase. Charge. It's going to be Frost Sword on Stonehorn charge here with a 36 plus 1. It is 4, 8, 15. I mean 14. But we're in.
These poor guys are about to get hydraulic pressed.
The hydraulic press channel.
Hydraulic
All
press
right.
channel.
We will see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 8 mortal wounds.
8 mortal wounds, huh? Let's see. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the one on the edge that you charged into will explode.
Yep. 2.
2.
Damn.
Almost.
I'll take 2. And then the Stonehorn Beast Riders will charge. Just a 2d6, but it is plus 1 because they're wholly within 12 of Frost Lord. Nope, they're not wholly within. No plus 1. And get a 4, which probably is not enough with the vertical distance, so we're gonna use my Triumph to re-roll it into a 5, which is still probably not enough with the vertical distance, so they're just chilling on top of the house. And I guess Kragnos could roll like an 18 or something and get to those guys if he
I'm sure he can like
For
you know,
ultimate
kick
rub-ins.
flip over the moth bot. Just like squash him.
Not nearly enough. I'll spend a command point though. Reroll that. And get an 11, still not enough for sure. Definitely too far. Alright, end of charge phase, I'm going to overwhelming charge and briefly pass across those guys. And then just land here on the objective. 2 up D3 mortal wounds. Fail. Combat. I'm gonna all out attack.
I will. Yeah, because the end round all out defense.
Right.
You never know, right?
Stone horns, 3s and 3s. Three a Ren 2.
Saving on a 5. 1 save.
4-8.
Yeah. Super explodes again. No splodies.
No Explodo mortal wounds.
You have
I got
completed
3.
your kill.
I gained momentum. I got 2 more. New battle round. I got a 1.
I got a 5. I will go.
For Mark Ruffalo, it's regrind time in all caps. I actually don't know what you're talking about. Do you have an idea? For Mark Ruffalo, it's regrind time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
Is it a Buffalo thing? Like Ruffalo Buffalo?
We cast or we chant translocation.
It just works.
He just goes.
General marked safe from combat.
So,
Oh, you know what? I know about the sausage channel, but I don't watch it. So if it's a sausage channel meme, I'm aware of the channel. I just don't want to. I don't want to see gross sausages.
which
I want to see those good-looking sausages. Anyway.
Which objective would you like to blow up?
Well, this is kind of awkward because I have to wait. Must I? Must I remove one, or is it a may? Is it a can? Can pick one objective.
Wow. Wow. He said, I'm not gonna.
Here's one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick this one here that my guys aren't on, so that you can't teleport to it and steal it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna choose this one to remove here. And I'll put a little battle shock counter next to it.
Alright. We'll move on to moving.
Oh, what was your battle tactic?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Eye for an eye.
Oh, for sure. That should be very doable.
I'll pick your Mornfang.
Yeah. I'm gonna heroically heal Kragnos
Give him the juice.
for a D3, which is 2. Uncharted.
Oh no.
Uncharted 2. A Puzzle of Flesh. Oh wait, that's Phantasmagoria, never mind. What's the I don't know the subtitle for Uncharted 2. The good one.
Oh god, I've played all these too.
Nathan Drake's Indiana Jones. Nathan
The
Drake
big-
and the green crystal skull.
Nathan Drake and the Big Shakedown.
Nathan Drake and the Big Shake. Nice.
Movement phase. We will see. Where's
Nathan
about
Drake
this?
shakes his snake.
I mean, hey, I didn't write it.
More like Uncharted 2. Yeah, true. CJ busted. Got him.
Got him.
You know, that was an important video game in the history of video games because it was Uncharted 1 was a bad game. It was trash. And then the sequel was good, and the sequel was so good that it spawned all the rest of them. And it's rare for that to happen. Usually it's the sequel that kind of loses touch with what made the first one good, and the sequels end up being bad, but this was the other way around.
You're really packing them in over here.
I guess I could redeploy, but I don't wish to. No redeploy arena. Twitter blue, more like Twitter blew out my fucking ass. Yeah, there it is. You gotta love those like unnecessarily crass. It's like back in the day when Fortnite. Never mind. All right, so here we have a teleport.
Hopefully I can get them just
Outside of 9.
right.
Here, I'll give you a... Yep, easy.
Yeah. So I want them outside of 9. I'll probably just sneak this guy back here.
Sure.
They're just gonna get blonked anyway. Yeah, that's everybody that's left. And then do some shooting, rooting and tooting. Lord Aqualore first. This is totally not a bolter. 3s and 3s. Into the Mournfang, sorry.
I suppose I'll be all out defensing, I guess.
I mean, if you keep me from killing him, I don't get my big score.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I
one
have,
at -1.
I have 3 command points. I'm down to 2. 1 at -1.
1 at -1.
-1 +1. I'm on a 4 up.
Will it
I
blow?
1 damn.
1 damage. And then all of the Paladors next to him are also going to shoot. Champion gets +1 attack. So 7. Get 2 apiece. 4s and 4s. Two at -1.
Oh, that's right. Mournfang are at -1 to wound and shooting, but it doesn't matter because he rolled 5s instead of 4s, so no big deal. Are these round 1?
Yeah.
4s. I'll take 1.
1 big damage. And then let's see, probably these 2 can shoot.
I always forget the Mournfang actually have some abilities sometimes.
I think a lot of people do. Yeah, these 2 are going to shoot into your Mournfang. They do not have their champion in there. Wars and wars. Or it'd be... Is it just 1 to wound?
Yeah, it's just
Or is it
-1 to wound rolls in melee, in shooting only.
Let's see if we can even get a 5.
Yeah, easy. 4 up, pass.
Big and huge. Alright. Moving to charge phase. The Aqualore will be first. He's in there.
Does he have impacts?
He doesn't.
Okay.
Sadly,
they're supposed to be fast cavalry, I suppose, so maybe they don't
yeah.
do the impact thing.
And it's like even the Dracolines, they just have reroll charges, no impacts, which is And then the Paladors are also going to charge. Okay.
Easy in.
Zoop. Squeeze in there. So they are on 1-inch hits. Nobody's... Yeah, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, they're definitely wholly within 12 or 18 of him. So he's going to issue all out attack to them for free.
I'm going to use a monster action. You cannot be picked. And then continue with your combat phase.
So up first will be the Paladors.
And I spend a free command once again. No, I'll spend a normal one. For all out defense on the Mornfang again.
Okay. So we're looking at hand axes, 10 attacks altogether.
And the -1 to wound thing was only ranged, so this is just normal.
Okay. So we are 2s and 3s. Huge.
2s and 3s, good choice. There we go.
So 1, 2, 3, 7 at -1.
-1/+1 is looking for 4s. I take 4. And this kills a Mornfang exactly.
They are D3.
Oh. This kills at least one Mornfang exactly. So an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting one of the Mornfang on 2 life remaining.
Okay. And the mount attacks. Uh, 6 altogether. 2s and 3s. One
fine.
at...
They're still dead. They're so dead.
I'm going to say a -2.
At -2. Alright, 5s. Fail.
1 damage.
Has 1 life left, but the hero hasn't attacked yet, right? So
Yeah, but it'd be your activation.
true. You know what? Stand your ground. Turn to face. All into the hero.
Let's see it.
So we got 3. Sorry, does this happen to be the hero? I didn't even look. Let's see. No gun detected. It's not the unit champion. So 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. Two at rend 1.
Saving on 4. No saves.
2 dam each. And then 4 mount attacks on 4s and 3s. Which is 0. Alright, done there.
Yep. Alright,
hero rises to the challenge and has to do a dam. Yo, Mornfang kind of big though. Just as big as the hero. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because the Paladors are, I think, slightly smaller bases. Yeah. Starbound Blade is up first. This is the if 6 is to wound, then double damage.
Yes. Alright.
He will all out attack himself.
For sure.
Because why not? 2s and 3s. Ugh.
Okay.
What a roll. His hand axe is next. Also 2s and 3s. 1 at -1.
4 up. Fail dead.
2 damage.
Overkill. Battle tactic achieved.
Achieved.
We got 4 eyes for an eye. Actually 8, I guess, because the mounts have eyes, although in the lore, Mournfang are blind, just about.
Really?
Yeah. They can see roughly 2 feet in front of their head, about.
That's all they need, right?
It allows them to be more fearless on the charge.
Oh.
And so they can charge like anything, even if it's some dragon, and they don't even know what it is. They just fucking go for it.
So yeah, apparently the Griff Chargers are able to, on the board teleport because they are able to move faster than eyes can perceive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, all right.
Aren't they pretty intelligent too?
It seems like it, because like
I know the
yeah,
Dracoline, like the dragon mounts are like they're sentient. They can read and write and stuff. Like they're human intelligence, but the Paladars I think are just
it's
extra
like
smart horses, but not like they're not reading Shakespeare or anything.
the
Dracolines are.
Yeah, it's like it's more of like the rite of passage challenge to like be able to tame one and have it like respect you or whatever. So that's fun. But yeah, get Big Papa in there. Sorry, Big Papas. It's multiple homies on this bus.
I'm gonna attack hero with actually just everything, because it's either like a ton of damage or everything misses. So I'm just gonna try to kill the hero. I think.
Okay.
Everything into
you only
the
got
hero.
to deal 4. So. He's at half health, so
right.
you only got to deal 4 more.
All right. Have I used all out attack? I don't think I have. I used all out defense on the Mournfang.
No, yeah, you should still be able to.
So I'm gonna have Frostlord issue all out attack to the Stonehorn Beast Riders.
Okay.
So this is 3s and 3s. 3 at Ren 2.
Ren 2. So it'll be 7 on a 4. So he's still out defense. Oh, come on.
Oh geez. 3, 6, 9.
Oh yeah. Super
Okay.
cooked.
Sometimes it's a
Be
lot,
within-
sometimes it's nothing.
He's outside of an inch.
Calculated, the perfect calculations.
This guy like
69 dimension
properly.
chess.
This guy's been measuring properly the whole game. What's his deal? All right. Aqualore is cooked.
All right, no battle shock.
Yeah.
You got eye for an eye. And then I will select the ogre battle tactic. For all the ogre keywords need to be in combat at the start of the combat phase.
Oh my god, he has faction battle tactics that are achievable?
Yeah,
What?
every single ogre keyword on the table has to be in combat.
That's
So it's
easy peasy.
it's like wickedly overextending early game, but later game half your army's dead, so it's actually not that hard to do.
Yeah.
And then you are in combat with me here at the start of my hero phase, and so it's battle round 3. So the wicked cold of the Everwinter, never mind, nothing happens. I'm gonna cast Mystic Shield on Frostlord on Stonehorn. He fails. And my heroic action is gonna be heroic healing on, I guess, Frostlord on Stonehorn. Which fails. Alright.
I will, I guess, leadership. We get it. Let's go.
There he is.
There he is. What's that over there?
time to move. I'm gonna unpin this guy. And move down 3. And then over 3. So this is 6 so far, actually.
Okay.
So I just move 11. Whatever outside...
Okay.
Whatever outside 3 is. There.
Perfection.
Any redeploys?
Oh yeah, I get 1. I mean, you're rolling 3 dice to charge.
No. I very specifically
that's
am
right.
not. Kragnos too far away.
It's too far.
Couldn't keep him in the action.
Yeah, I can try.
Now's the time for the big 6.
It would be...
Just roll 6s. Alright. 3's good.
He's good. Can scoot. Roll.
Calculations for Murder. The book that I found a picture of that book for the meme, and it's An Equation for Murder, which is just a hilarious book title. So we did it. An Equation for Murder. How to play Khorne with their buff zones.
Alright, this guy needs to be back just so.
And then Frostlord's gonna move. Whatever outside of 3 is over here. And Kragnos is just chilling. He's gonna spend all 10 of his movement to go right here, and then rotate.
That's it. It almost was just balancing. That's incredible.
Almost did. That was lucky.
the dexterity. of this man.
Calculated. Okay, shooting phase. I release 2 vultures and put them into the Vanguard Paladars down here.
Okay.
For 1 mortal wound.
Clone your counter there.
And then he shoots his tube and misses. And this one will not shoot.
The 2.
Because if I continue rolling how I normally have been rolling, and it's just box cars, all 6s, I could kill them in the charge phase and fail my own battle tactic, because they'd be dead by the time combat starts.
Oh.
And it checks at the beginning of combat. So if you roll too well, you can screw yourself on this battle tactic. Secret failure.
Imagine rolling too well.
Hey, suffering from success, all right? Truly. I've done it before in real life tournaments. It actually cost me a game because I rolled too well on impacts and then I wasn't in combat and failed a battle tactic.
True.
And lost the game by 2 points.
Oh.
Anyway, time to charge. Frostlord first. 2d6. It is.
I still can't believe that you and
+6.
docking full drawed.
Yeah, that's
Even
so
after,
rare.
like, stipulations. I was like, wow.
Every single all 3 of them. It's so rare to happen. All right, 6 dice. Looking for 4-ups. It's 4 mortal wounds.
Or mortal wounds. Right.
And then these beast riders over here, who are probably holy 12. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so they get +1.
Big butt. So what?
10. Uh-oh. We're still fine. Four ups or mortal wounds. 6.
One there. That is 2 dead. They will explode.
All my guys have to be within 3. Oh no. All right. So he's not, and he's not. So battle tactic failed because one of them can overwhelming charge and get closer, but both can't.
Oh.
So, all right. Tactic failed. We'll get him next time. Fission mailed.
Exploding on this one first. Shit, I really probably shouldn't say exploding on this one.
No, let me. I get to press the cyberpunk button. It's fine.
It's gonna blow his load. 1 mortal wound.
Look, the army's called 4 big guys. This is what we signed up for.
This is true. So yeah, one mortal to this guy here.
All right.
We'll roll for the other one. None on the other one.
I'll take 1. He's at 4. And this guy's at full life over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let me get to this.
I guess I overwhelming charge with Frost Lord on Stonehorn. And then maybe land next to here and save him from rolling bad next time. I would need, as the crow flies, 8 plus 3. Or I would need 9. So I'd need to roll a 12 on 3d6 to really be able to do it. Which is possible, but I've done that the whole game. Aren't I due for not rolling a 12 up on 3d6? I kind of want somebody on this point. Maybe this is fine. I'm going to overwhelming charge on the Stonehorn Beast Riders over here.
Okay.
And get, like, something. But I'll just move across, pass across them and land back on. For 2 up d3. Which is 3.
D3. It takes 3.
And then monstrous actions, immune. Start a combat. The Stonehorn Beast Rider over here is going to attack the Paladors. With all-out attack from the Frostsword on Stonehorn. 0 command points left, but I do have the once a game free issue from the Frostsword still.
I will all out defense them. See, he's in range. Yeah. Spend the leadership.
Alright, 3s and 3s. 2 at Ren 2.
Save it on a 5. No saves.
3-6. Didn't charge, so 3-6.
So 6 altogether or 6
total.
per?
6 total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's 4 each if he's charging. He isn't charging, so it's 3 each. And then a d6 Stomping Hoofs, which is 6 of them. And this is 2s and 2s. So 2 at Rend 1.
Okay. On a 4. 1 save.
D3. 3.
Okay. This guy will explode eventually.
And then a bunch of punches and kicks on 3s and 4s. So 4 at no rend.
Two saves.
1 damage each.
So he's at 2.
And that's all for them. And then they explode. Or one of them does.
Yeah, one more.
For 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
Which I will take.
All right. I'll swing this champion.
Sure.
Threes and 3s. 3 at -1.
5s. Take 2. 1 damage
D3.
each.
The big D3.
Ooh. For
6 damage.
Nice. That's what I like to see. That's not even a hero. That's just a guy. It's just a man.
It's just a man.
Just a normal man.
Just innocent men.
I'll take 4 from it.
He sinks a decent hit before he gets,
Yeah.
you know.
They all have that
clobbered.
too, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, weapons choice is either that or the javelin. And
So
all
they
the javelin
actually
does is really
can
give you
kind of
more range.
slap.
They can slap.
They can kind of
They
slap
have-
if the
They
rolls
have
aren't like
slapped.
if the rolls aren't like horrible. They actually can slap.
Yeah. Decent amount of attacks, you know, 3s and 3s profile with D3.
Yeah. Mount attacks, I think.
Yeah.
Some sort of hoof or beak or something.
We got razor, beak, and claw. Let's see.
Wait, yeah, probably not a hoof, probably a claw, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They have hoofs for their back feet, but I guess they aren't really kicking people. Let's see. 3s and 3s. Nothing.
All right, then he fight. 4s and 3s. Nothing. And then D6 hooves, which is 4. On 3s and 2s. 1 at rend 1.
Saving on a 5. No save.
D3 plus 1, which is 4.
He is cooked. He
And after that
will-
was just punches and kicks.
Yeah. He will explode.
I'll take it down.
1 mortal wound.
Alright, battle tactic failed. I failed to eat my fill. But
Hey,
I did get 1-2 more, I guess.
Yeah. Let's say yeah, we can call it there.
Yeah, this is what sometimes can happen when Beastclaw rolls the nut, the fucking nut actually.
Yeah,
The avalanche hits right away and it just snowballs. With the perfect missile rolls. Managed to get into all the stuff you probably didn't want me to get into and have humongous impact hits to kill them all.
You went from here to here.
Yeah, I try to tell people when you're setting up, but it's a different thing to tell people and then like they're playing with it where I'm like I can really move like 30 or 40 inches sometimes and just like smash, and they're like okay, and then it happens and they're like oh
No.
oh no.
Yeah, this is the first time I've played, I think, this list specifically. Like, this is a slightly modified list. So I think I tried to play this against Docking's Corn.
How was so in totality, like the other playtesting with this particular list are pretty close to it? What are the thoughts after the playtesting? Not just this game.
I mean, I really like Paladors. That's what pushed me hard into Astral Templars, is just being able to run them as battle line. Getting
How much
them,
is a unit of 3?
Unit of 3 is 200 points.
Okay. So
So yeah, 600 points.
yeah, so you don't have
5
to
wounds.
pay 115 or whatever it is for 3 libs that actually just stand somewhere. These guys can go
Yeah.
places and do things.
Yeah, because
No.
my actual, in real life list is Hammers of Sigmar, so that runs your 2 units of Vindictors that are just kind of blocking Sequitors that can block a little bit better
Yeah.
with wards or whatever. A little more like by the book Stormcast, I guess. Has Bastion, has like Knight and Cantor, with the auto unbind.
For the
one.
auto unbind scroll, she's a definite waifu in the Stormcast.
Yeah,
Bastion is too,
using-
though. Like Ultimate Husbando, he's like slightly worse in
Dude,
this exact season, right? Because he's not a Gillette, but
Not a Gillette.
being able to redeploy after you see exactly where your opponent has deployed is so good, actually.
It was crucial in the IRL game I played last weekend because it was against the last book Seraphon, not the current.
Yeah.
But yeah, having Knight and Cantor being able to use her War Scroll spell to slow down runs and charges even by one. It's like, I don't think it would do much against these guys just because
against
of the
specifically Kragnos, no, but it's like he's the biggest
it's
charging thing in the entire game. But normally, the difference between an 8-inch charge and 9-inch is like, even when you're re-rolling a 9-inch, you're likely to fail, versus an 8 where you're likely to succeed, or at least it tips it past the 50% mark, which is big.
Yeah.
So I like her War Scroll spell, actually.
My plan of just throwing the chariot and then hoping it explodes big it exploded
Dude,
big,
it actually did. It did 14 damage to Krag. He only has 18.
And like the other time I've played it, I really like it because it's like, if you can, just squeeze out that charge, especially with the run and charge out of the gate, just try to just rocket off the starting line.
Mm-hmm.
Making it -1 to hit, and then opening up the small amount of impact hits for it. But it's on basically the same profile as the Paladors. So it doesn't do D3 damage, but you get more amount attacks out of it, so a little bit more rend.
Yeah.
Just to try and peel back against people.
Yeah, the chariot, as far as I've seen it on the table, has been great. I played Seraphon yesterday. Croak NATO. Croak Seraphon.
Oh, yeah.
Just the chariot did more damage to Kragnos this game than the entire Seraphon army did to it last game. Now, granted, he's kind of immune to spells, but still, the people attacked him, just nothing happened. He's only mostly immune to spells, but he's pretty immune. It's not worth targeting usually.
Yes, truly.
Yeah, he's in Astral Templars, and he isn't. This wasn't a metagame choice. Like, when I'm playing Heywoah, I'm going to be immune to monster actions. This was, he wanted battle line that isn't slow in Stormcast, and one of the main ways to do that is to be in Astral Templars, and just as a little cherry on top, hey, I can't be roared. I'm immune to roar, which is just super value. Unfortunately, he's not immune to the most overpowered monstrous action in the game, which is Overwhelming Charge, but he's immune to the second most overpowered one that everybody else has.
Yeah.
And so it won't matter when he's playing one of the other 25 armies, right? Because everybody else is just going to roar.
Yeah, and I think this list does probably do better against a smaller but wider army, to where you're having to
these guys are pretty wide, but I know what you mean. Instead of tall, it's wide.
Well, it's just they're especially Kragnos, especially the Stonehorn, what is it? Stone Bones. I forget what they're called.
Skeleton, yeah.
Just trying to chew through a well done steak, just trying to chip damage, and so many of these guys specifically are on Rend 1. It's long strikes, you get the Rend 2, but running the 6 of them, it's kind of just you want to try to just launch it all at something that is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But no, I've had lots of fun with this list. This is a fun game. I got to feel the earth tremble with frost hordes being launched out of a cannon.
Yeah, the demigod of earthquakes and the faction of avalanches. So it's got all the rumbling. But have you played with Dracoline's? You said you only had the hero before.
So yeah, I only had the Lord Arcanum version in a couple of my games. I know I used them in the game last weekend, and he got solar lasered before I could even move him.
Oh no. So play against Seraphon, solar lasered before you can even move. Play against Beastclaw. From out of nowhere with the steel chair, kill them all before anything can even happen. Oh jeez. Someday they'll be able to act, right?
I did make. I made a lot of like placement. I definitely underestimated the missile strikes that were immediately
the aircraft
coming
carrier
my way.
launches. It goes. I rolled high, for sure, but I had re-rolls in the back pocket and blah 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 and all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
it's very single-minded, this list. It tries to do one thing, and that thing is disgusting.
Hey,
Beastclaw men
though.
only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Charge rolls.
they just want charge rolls. Oh, this guy gives them 3 dice. Oh, and that buffs their impact. Oh,
Yeah, and that makes their average impact hits like
it truly is just like
7 mortal wounds or something like that. It's built for.
Oh yeah,
Beastclaw for
I mean
sure.
you were cooking half of, if not more, every hit. I mean you completely took out my leader and almost all of the Dracolines, which is, I mean you dealt 9 wounds to the chariot just with Kragnos.
From the
Something like
impact,
that,
it's a D6, but
Yeah, I mean these boys are a force.
to be fair, it's hard to position against Kragnos and BCR. It really is. Nax brings up a good point. As I tell people, I don't know how I would play against this fucking shit, actually. Like, I don't know how I would play against it, because okay, you're a normal army. How are you going to spread out and capture points and play the game, but also keep your core of heroes safe from some asshole who's gonna like roll 15-inch flying and just land wherever? Like, it's kind of after a charge. It's sort of like you gotta have them roll low for fucking once on overwhelming charge, because if they rolled some 15-inch or something, they're just sort of gonna land somewhere. It's like, unless you're playing 70 zombie soul blight or some nonsense,
If you just have like a super wall, if you have 40 clan rats blocking half the board, it's like, you try to slow them down as best you can. I guess.
there is a certain threshold, as Nax brings up. What is it? Slaves to Darkness Mega Brick of Chaos Warriors. Yeah, Nurgle Chaos Warriors with like a rune shield. So
the meatball.
So they got a rune ward against the what's it called? Mortal wounds that I do.
Dude, it's.
If I had to actually fight 20 Chaos Warriors that were Nurgle, I bet my whole army could fight it for probably 3 battle rounds and they would still be alive. Meanwhile, you would collect every point in the game around me. So there's for sure ways to beat it. I got crushed real hard by OBR, for instance. I didn't play terrifically well, but it wasn't close. So everybody's got their bad matchups, but
trying to get through like a really like tough battle line. OBR, I mean most of the death armies, I assume. I mean just having they have a flat ward save across like every death army now, right?
Yeah, it's every death army just has a 6-up for the most part, and then sometimes better, depending.
Yeah. And so you have something like OBR where it's like, you crack them open, but then they heal half their guys back. And...
The way to probably do it, even though you probably don't want to, is to... thinking back to 1st edition, back when basically nobody played by the rules, and you had armies that were playing Age of Sigmar, and then you had armies that were just not playing Age of Sigmar. They were playing a different game, like Goutfire, Scorch, Skaven, or full Clown Car KO. Double Dragon always fight first, Tenebrial Shard teleporting with Sword of Japan and stuff. You kind of had to, when you were deploying, the way they solved that back in the day was, well, I'm going to put some of my heroes way over here, and I'm going to put some of my heroes way over here, and you're just going to have to pick one. I'm not putting them all in the same spot.
Yeah.
And you're going to pick one, and whichever one you pick, I'm going to collapse upon and countercharge and deal with it, and we'll enter the spin cycle and see what happens. But it's sort of like the I'm gonna get shot, maybe. Remember when I said chat at the beginning where he's gonna drop 6 long strikes and I'm just gonna get shot? And sometimes you're just gonna get shot. Overwhelming charge, you're just gonna get charged.
Yeah.
And so if you put all your stuff in one spot, well then I have one place to charge. If the Relictor's here and the Dracolines are over here and all your archers and stuff are over there, well now I can only overwhelming charge once a turn. I can only go in one place. Kragnos is 700 points and he's got to kind of babysit the aircraft carrier. So if he's over here, I can't do it over there. And I think spreading out is probably the way to minimize that into acceptable losses. But also don't follow that advice, because I'd like to keep winning on stream for anyone watching.
Yeah, the trick with the Paladors too, like aside, from the normal move teleport, it's like I've only had maybe once or twice where I've been able to do the teleport retreat.
Yeah.
And that feels really good.
Oh yeah. Because they didn't retreat, right? Because then they can charge again.
Well, just the leader could, because his mount ability. But being able to pull them out of combat and put them way somewhere else, basically, especially like forcing your enemy to chase them like onto an objective or something, and then just leaving that enemy in the corner of the board and going all the way across the other side.
KO is playing 40k, so is Hades. Yes. KO was playing 40k. Korn was playing Magic the Gathering Doomsday combo deck. And Skaven was playing Flip the Table and all of our guys die, but your guys die more from anywhere with no rolling. It was the Wild West. It was back when Age of Sigmar was more like Marvel vs. Capcom. I actually kind of miss some of that wackiness. It's way more fair now. Everybody's win percent is within 10. Balance, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I like some of that wackiness.
I would say your army definitely has some of the wacky.
It does. And so I like playing against other armies that are wacky, like the Croak thing.
God, the Croak. The Croak 4 casts through, 6 different guys on the board.
Plus another D3 from the terrain feature, plus another spell that does kind of the same thing.
Yep.
I think people aren't going to like that, but I think it's fun, and I want more of that. I'm probably the only one.
No, the one game I've played against 3.0 or new Seraphon, it was that one I think Jupes is talking about, where like Bastion got bogged down for 3 rounds just trying to kill a unit of the upgraded Saurus Warriors.
Oh yeah,
or Saurus Guard or whatever.
It's
like, good lord.
In Coalesce, they're tanky boys, actually.
It's like, all right, well, even if I get a hit through, that's minus 1 damage, so it's only 3 damage.
You can't exactly kill 2 of them. You can only kill 1.5. And that adds up. And that's supposed to be his job. He's supposed to just kind of waltz into a 30-man brick of something and just be killing it and always be at full life forever.
Yeah.
But hey, their Luxor is kind of big, and Scaly Skin is power. Someday you're going to get these 3 Dracolines and this hero into combat, and then you're going to be like, now I see why everyone tries to kill them first.
Yeah, I mean, the +1 attacks...
I think you could roll pretty bad and still kill a Beast Rider, just full to dead without breaking much of a sweat. What are they? They're on 3s and 2s, right? Or is it 2s and 2s after All Out? Because you could get that wound spell on them.
Let's see. Evocators. They are... So you give them the blade and the staff. 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. So it'd be 3s and 2s if they buff themselves.
Yeah, and with All Out, it's 2s and 2s for the absolute consistency.
The absolute huge. So you're doing...
So it's 4, 8, 12. What about the mount?
It'd be 13, because the champion gives them 1 more. Mount is 3 attacks per. They have the... they actually have the Palador weapon profile.
3 attacks per.
Yeah, 3s and 3s, minus 1d3 damage.
Does the wound bonus only apply to something, or is it the whole model?
Let's see. Just wound rolls 4 attacks. And it's
Alright.
till your next hero.
How much damage on the dudes on top?
The weapons or the
Yeah, weapons.
weapons, it is 1 damage piece.
And then the mounts are also 1, or is it 2?
They are D3.
Oh, D3. we'll
So they
say
could
2 on
get
it.
really swingy like the Paladors do. And then on top of the, weird like lightning arc thing they do.
So it's like, it's essentially 22 incoming damage plus a lightning arc. And the
Which
hero
is
and the hero
9
has a 5
dice.
Did you apply the +1 attacks on profiles, or is it another 6? Yeah, they actually they slap. They kind of.
So yeah, it would be. Yeah, it'd be 3 more. 3 more attacks. It was plus 1 attack per mount.
Yeah, per mount. And on 2s and 2s, we can say that's too. Not bad. Yeah, a Beast Rider is for sure dead here.
The big juice.
Those D3s. Hero's kind of a Chad. Yeah, they actually slap. The 2s and 2s is the real cool part. That's alien to me. I don't understand that. I've only
Wait, all your
recently-
guys aren't 3s and 3s across the board?
Yeah, all my guys are 4s and 3s for the most part. A whole bunch of 4s and 3s. Recently, I've been playing with Kragnos, and so I got to taste the power that is 2s and 2s sometimes, and it feels good. I gotta say.
2s and 2s is the
That-
big juice,
that
especially when
Stormcast
like
consistency.
yeah, when Bastion just issues all out attack to himself for free. Then he's 2s and 2s, 2 rend, 4 damage on 4 swings.
It's a big hammer.
It's a big hammer.
We need to. I need to issue some feedback though. I like Bastion Carthelos. I just think 4 attacks. Could it be 6 though? What if it was 6? 4 is a
What if it was
little
5?
too low.
I'll take 5.
All right, we'll compromise with 5 until the next time we try to compromise up to 6.
He's also,
A touch expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, Lord Commander. He's 300. 4 up ward. Heals all of his health back if he lives, and
If he kills
something.
anything like a model.
Free command anywhere on the board.
Yeah, I've
The
recently been
redeploy.
feeling the power of that with this guy. I had to take a trait for it, so it's not
Also
the greatest,
against
but
against something like your army specifically, his once per turn in your hero phase, pick basically the biggest guy, roll equal to the wounds characteristic
Yeah.
for each 6 they suffer the mortal. Chip them here and there.
so you're just rolling 18 over and over until Kragnos is finally dead from anywhere.
From anywhere.
Like he points across the whole battlefield. You.
Tonight.
Sigmar, do you see Kragnos over there? Yeah. I don't want to anymore. All right.
Yeah, I mean, because my
Chosen slays the darkness on 2s with 41 dice. So good. Yeah.
dude Chosen. Let me tell you.
Chosen slap. The first time I
They
saw
are-
Chosen, I'm like, all right, they're not doing that much damage. Oh, they have 6's proc immortal. Never mind. They're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Everything's
But
okay.
you dare to try and hit them? All right, you got to chew through this meatball because they're reinforced to 10. And if you try to touch them, they're gonna slap the shit out of you.
So this is my 4s and 3s, big risk, big reward, super fast. I only have this one trick, but it's a good trick army. If I ever
I love
actually
it.
play a second army, it's gonna be one of them 2s and 2s army. I'd get me one of those 2s and
One of
2s
those.
buckets of dice armies.
Hey, there's a lot of it in order. Because playing against Seraphon, I was like, damn, this is like a mirror match. A lot of like similar tactics.
Hmm.
But it's like I feel like they're a little, or I mean they're getting their cavalry now, so it's like they'll be
Yeah.
a little bit faster. But yeah, I feel like they suffer the same from foot Stormcast guys. 5-inch move, just kind of slogging their way through the middle.
I've seen a lot online that Slaves to Darkness is actually bad and gets wrecked by everyone. Is this true? Yes and no. Win percentage wise, they're very low in tournaments. One of the reasons for this is that they are fair. Even though all their guys are great. Like, their war scrolls are great, their spells are great, their abilities are great. Their point costs are great, actually. They got rune wards on dudes, they got mortal wounds on stuff. All their guys can fight, they're good at offense, good at defense, they got movement shenanigans, great spells, almost automatically cast their spells actually, because it's just straight 3d6 on all of them. Man, what's the problem, right? Well, they don't have like a hero monster for 300 or 400 points that they don't have like a Velocita or a Frostodon Stonehorn or a pick your whatever. They don't have one of those, which they do kind of want. They don't have shooting, but a lot of people don't have shooting. That's not a big deal. They're a very popular army because they look awesome. And so a ton of people started playing it. And the more people that play an army, the more it will pull their win percent towards 50%. Because the more popular the army is, the more people play it, the more bad people play it, the more mirror matches there are, so on and so forth. And also they're fair and square, right? They're not actually cheating at the game in any way, like I am, like Seraphon is, like a bunch of armies are. A lot of armies, their shtick is like, okay, some of your stuff sucks and or you don't have a bunch of stuff that you might want, but you get to cheat at the game in the following 2 ways, right? And that's kind of like what a lot of armies are. Slaves to Darkness is like, all your shit's great. You're not really cheating, it's just everything's amazing. Okay. But you're really just meat and potatoes, moving around, rolling attacks, They're just super efficient. And I don't think nearly enough people are playing with Be'lakor. But maybe Slaves to Darkness players will tell me I'm wrong, because I don't play the army. I'm an outsider. But from my perspective, a Slaves to Darkness army begins with Chaos Sorcerer on foot, Be'lakor, and then start building the army. You can play without anything else except those, I think. And maybe Cockatrice. Because them shits are real good. I see Be'lakor is like a great equalizer. Like if you're playing an army that's just way better than you. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it through the lens of the Beastclaw single-minded player. If I see a Be'lakor on the other side of the table, start a battle round 2, select Frostodon Stonehorn. Alright. There will be no launching. And if I double turn you, there still won't be any launching. So you're like protected from a double as well. And yeah, I can send a Beast Rider who's really cool in the impact hit phase, but then once he lands, he's not actually going to do anything to a Slaves to Darkness model. I can get kind of lucky and kill the 4-up armor Stormcast guys, but Slaves to Darkness stuff, a Stonehorn Beast Rider in melee combat will bounce the fuck off. It'll do like 2 damage maybe. And then die. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a bunch of armies that have a whole bunch of units that are really scary and Be'lakor's a little worse than, but I like him. I think more people should play with him. I would play him for sure if I was in Slaves. And not only because his ability's good. Look at the dude. That's like the real power of Slaves to Darkness, is that you can play an army list that's really good and literally every single model in there looks fucking awesome. You don't have to play with like kind of garbage crap that has like good rules, but maybe I have to convert it, right? No, everything looks awesome. Except Cockatrice, but, You want a Be'lakor, but you're so afraid to paint one. I understand. I think you gotta do it eventually. If you're painting an army, obviously leave your centerpieces to the end, especially if you're kind of new. But it's a good feeling to have that you're like, ooh, I'm not ready yet. I'm not good enough yet to paint this. 2 things. 1, you're probably right. 2, you probably always will be right. And the best way to get XP is to grind, and so you gotta paint it eventually. You gotta paint stuff that you think you're not good enough for yet, because that's the highest level mob, and so they give the most XP. And it's only paint, right? You just paint over it. No big deal. Cockatrice isn't in Slaves to Darkness. It doesn't count. It's in BOC Garbage Can Army. Just because it's a warehouse of Warhammer Fantasy Battle crap from 15 years ago that clearly don't want to do anything with. It's got good rules. Switch hats? Sure. We'll go Cream Team. Anyway, thanks for the game.
Hey man, GG.
GG, we shake in the middle.
Yeah.
GG. Okay, it was somewhat of a living avalanche. So, hey, that was a rough one. But, exciting shit happened and we collected data. And sometimes, you know, it's Age of Sigmar. Sometimes you eat the
But if
bar,
you're-
and sometimes the bar eats you.
If you're looking for a game Wednesday night, let me know.
Yeah, I like playing Age of Sigmar, and I had last week off of work, which is why I was streaming for like 50 hours, and I played, 5 games of Age of Sigmar? Well, now I'm used to it. Now I want to play more Age of Sigmar next week. So maybe I'm playing more Age of Sigmar. It's my show. I can play Age of Sigmar if I want to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know what? I might even play Soulblight. I got a Soulblight list that I made as a non-Soulblight, non-death player who just typed up. I typed up a list after looking through the book one time. So I could play Soulblight. Any Soulblight players in the chat? I could do it. Or if somebody actually plays Soulblight a lot, I would just play against them. But I haven't seen them with the new book. We did Seraphon, Slanesh twice, Khorne, OBR, Gietz. We played all these new armies. Haven't found a Soulblight player yet. And if I don't, then I'll just play it against somebody. So yeah, keep in touch on Discord. Thanks for the game.
Hey man. Enjoy the start of your week.
True. You're mad that 40k got new Beast of Chaos sculpts before Age of Sigmar? Look, Beast of Chaos players must be just numb to the feeling of disappointment at this point. When it comes to, like, they see a model and they're like, oh, I guess that's a Slaves to Darkness Bulgor. Okay. Oh, I guess that's a Destruction God instead of a Beast of Chaos God. Oh, that's a 40k model. Fine. Jesus, we'll stop. We'll stop even looking. Would be keen to challenge Luneth with your Soulblight Gravelords? I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. I'd play against anything. Play against Croaknado. Play against Stormfast. I played against OBR, Slanesh. All I ask is that you bring the hot shit. I want to play against the stuff that you're afraid people will complain about for you playing. Because that's the stuff that I like to play against the most. Ain't no bitch. Anyway, play more. You live vicariously through your games since you haven't had time to game yet. Grace and the Mighty. Yeah, I think that's a good place to be. I'm supposed to be an Age of Sigmar streamer, right? I might as well play the game more. And a lot of people, maybe they don't get to play a lot, so they can at least watch it. I watch streams of video games that I want to play, but I don't got time to play them. So, conceivably that happens elsewise as well, right? What 12 armies do you think are going to get updated? Oh, a 12-parter, huh? A 12-part question? Ogres, for sure. That's the thing that I care about is, okay, quote, more than 12, so 13, right? What 13 armies? 13 armies is almost exactly half of the armies in the whole game. There's 25 or 6 armies in Age of Sigmar. That means about half are going to get something, and about half are going to get nothing. You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. So who will be the haves and the have-nots? I don't know, but I'm pulling for ogres. As long as ogres are in the haves pile, I'm in. Let's do it. Speaking of video games, D4 Server Slam in 2 weeks. I'm in. Server Slam, we're going whole hog. We will slam the server.
I will slam that server.
True. It is a Gene Hackman meme. Yeah, it's the Willy Wonka, the good one. No offense to Tim Burton's bad one, but it was not a good one. Is this not just cuckoldry to some extent? I think it's more vicarity. It's more, what's the nice word for somebody likes to watch? What's the rear window,
Voyeuristic.
Voyeur, yeah, it's voyeur. Really, it's voyeurism. It's not cuckoldry. Gene Wilder? Gene Hackman. I read it and it didn't even click. Yeah, Gene Wilder, not Hackman. You're thinking of Huge Act Man.
What a hack, man.
Honestly, hoping for KO, but it does seem like 23 is the year of the refresh. Good. I hope the next 3 years are the year of the refresh, because most of the refreshes are good. Like, they're just good. And even ones I disagree with, like Flesh Eater Quartz. Obviously, the sculpts are way better than the old ones. Have you seen the Vargolf Courtier or the Crypt Honker or whatever the fuck it is? Even if the style isn't what I would prefer, it's like going from Nintendo 64 to PS5. Like, we're getting better graphics, right? We're getting more than 5 polygons in there. So you get actors' names mixed up with a lot and faces. I mean, I do too. I'm bad with names. Sometimes it's funny to people, but I am bad at it. Yeah, hack frauds. You're the Age of Sigmar fan in the closet with the Superman t-shirt on, watching through the crack in the door. Yeah, there you go. See?
We all got to start somewhere.
Yeah. You are. Some of the models are released in coinciding years from both consoles, sure. And, we got the old school video game music on. We like the oldies, too. But let's not kid ourselves. What army does your wife's boyfriend play? Oh, jeez. Well, he did just buy a new boat on account of the stonks going up. I don't know. I'll have to take a rocket to the moon where he's dipping a chicken tendy in a flute of champagne. I'll have to ask him. About that. What army do you play? He's going to tell me he slaves the darkness with Bellicor. That's what he's going to tell me. Anyway, chat, thanks for watching. And thanks for the game. 3 for free.
Yes, sir.